This video is going to be about CSS3 and Emmet using the HTML kit tools. So what we have here is a normal HTML document just with lorem ipsum on there. And I've also put up another document which is called first.css. So first.html, and this is what it looks like, just basically that. So anyway, with this I'm going to put the CSS in first.css, so we'll just link that, and this is we do that, and that's just going to be first.css, and we're just going to save that. So I'm going to try and show how easy it would be if you use transitions, transformations, and animations, how it cuts time by heaps, really. So anyway, on here we're going to just put container. That's right. So width, I'm just going to say 400, and that'll be 400 pixels. Height 350 pixels. Let's say that because that's me zoom button there. Say 400 for that as well. And there we go. So that's we just save this, and that's that. And if we could just center it, so margin left auto, and that does that. Margin right auto, and that should be centralized now. So we just put that up and see if that works. Yeah. Okay, so some CSS3, and this one is going to be linear gradient, so LG, and we put the brackets in there, and I'm going to put in left and comma, and I'm going to put red as the color, just red, and I'm going to put 20% in there. So 20% there, another comma, and I'm going to put F90, which is an orange type color, and close the brackets. Okay, so now we have that there. So that takes background image, WebKit, linear, Mozilla, Opera. So that takes all that right away from you, really, and it does it itself. So this is what we're going to be left with. So we just save that there, and we put that up, and there you go. So you can see all the linear gradient there. It's changing into two colors there, so that looks pretty cool. And other things that is quite impressive with this, if you thought you made a mistake, or you just go Control Z and it's back to that, but I quite like that color. Anyway, so if you were doing something like transitions, and you would have to type all the WebKit out, the Mozilla out, Opera out, and all this business, but this cuts this right down. So if you want to do transition, there you go, and there you would have to your time and everything like that. And again, it takes out the WebKit, Mozilla, etc., Microsoft, the Internet Explorer, and it just works so much easier. And if you want to do something like transform, trans F, just do that, and there are your transformations. If you wanted to do TRF and rotate, perhaps you just put the R, and there you go. They rotate and angle, so you just put that, and it's so easy. So again, if you wanted to do something scale, perhaps you just put TRF SC, and there's your scale. So for example, you wanted to put in 1 and the y-axis 2, and you would have to put them in on all of them, but it saves so much time, it really does. So we just put this in here, and we have a look at this now. There you go. See, it's it's much bigger now by just putting that scale in. But of course, if you wanted to just put 1 by 1 on the both axes, X and Y, and we just reload that again, it's a bit bigger. And you can just play around with these skills and all the rest of it. Things like animation itself, our name, and we just go again like that, and it takes the WebKit out, and you don't have to write it, you just have to get on with your animations. Other things, and just something like keyframes, and for that you would just put in @kf, and there you go. So that does all your things. So for example, if you the identifier there would be something, for example, my animation, and you put them in, and you go from wherever on the browser, and the two, and that writes that all out there for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It really cuts out. I really am an Emmet fan. I think it cuts out so much writing, and if you code a lot, even in CSS3, where I find it quite laborious when I've got to write out things like for WebKit and Mozilla and all the rest of it, and this cuts this all down. And so hopefully you've getting something out of this video. Any questions? I'm only too happy to answer them. So thanks for watching, and thanks for listening.